But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
So I know I'm actually like a day behind on this, but I decided to do the GSSR first because with the anniversary being a more pressing matter that is quickly barreling towards us over on the NA version of the game, I thought I should try to knock out like the last bit of like anniversary information before covering this, because this turned out to not be like as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be, but there's still some really good information that we got in the data download. Hold on, I'm trying to think. That was like Wednesday morning, but this is Thursday morning when this video is going up. So basically, whenever the data download hit, we actually got some really good information. First and foremost, if you're on the JP version of the game, you can actually get 16 Saint Quartz because they open up all of the Lost Belt 3 Servants interludes. And this is just a really good way, because this is 8 different interludes you can do. Not only is this good just for like free Saint Quartz, but if you're someone that's like trying to get some of those missions done for the not the free quest, but the interlude quest, right? This is very good for that, because this is 8 interludes you can add towards the total that you're working towards. And I know that this actually got me to my next milestone and got me another 10 Saint Quartz, right? So not only do you get 16 for just doing all of these interludes, and they're not very hard at all whatsoever, you also will probably hit your next milestone after doing 8 interludes, and it's another 10 Saint Quartz. So for a lot of players, this update is going to bring you like 28 Saint Quartz just off the rip alone. And I mean, this is really, really good. I don't know what else to say. There's really not a whole lot else going on with this. I believe there's a summoning campaign for like Li Xuan. Yeah, they gave him a buff, and I'm sure you guys saw the meme at the beginning of the video, but they literally did not change anything with this guy's upgrade. Like, they literally were just like, hey man, Li Xuan, what do people like about him? He does the big damage. Boom, he just does even more damage. I'm like, you're not going to buff like this even to 30% and like have it cap out at like 50%. You're not going to give him like, I don't know, like an NP gain buff, or which I know he doesn't need, but maybe just drop stars on NP. I think stuff like that would have been really good for him, because Li Xuan is already like maybe hard for them to balance around how they wanted to buff him, because he's already like this big giga burst servant, right? Like, he does a lot of damage, but like on one turn, and then you're kind of waiting for his stuff to come back. But because he only gives like 15 stars here, and I mean, he's an assassin, so he has like very good star gen, but he only has the one quick card. I thought it'd been really good for them to just drop like 30 stars on his NP, which you'll see is like a very common buff that I would love to see a lot of art servants get, because it fixes the problem that they have where arts cards don't naturally gen stars, right? So like, it kind of fixes that problem and massively helps them out, because unless your name is like Estrella, who can like gen stars 50 ways to Sunday, most art servants aren't just rolling in stars, right? Like, it's the ones that can are very notably able to do that, and they are very, very exceptional. So I mean, if you're looking forward to the Lost Belt 3-person buff, it was Li Xuan, and it was pretty disappointing. I was kind of hoping it'd be like Zhang Yu. If you were hoping it was going to be Qi Shi Huang, you were snorting a copious amount of copium, because this guy's already broken as is. He does not need any buffs, and I think the day that Qi Shi Huang gets some buffs is the day we should all be afraid of how difficult the content in this game is going to get. But that's pretty much all that we got from this. I mean, there are some challenge quests you can do over here. These, if you are not prepped for them, they will knock you on the ground. These normal ones are basically recreations of the normal boss fight. So this is the Lan Ling and the Dark Souls guy, Zhang Yu, right? You basically refight that guy. Then this one is it's an assassin. The name is escaping me who you fight, but it's not very, very hard. It's a very easy fight. It's an assassin. Sorry, it's escaping me at the moment. But I know this one is Qi Shi Huang, right? And they're really not that hard at all. I mean, if you were able to beat Lost Belt 3, you're literally just beating them again. These ones with the teapots, though, are a little ridiculous, because they take the enemy's health and they crank it up to 100 million%, right? For some reason, they were like, hey, bro, so, like, you know how Zhang Yu on this mission doesn't have enough HP? What if we gave him, like, a cumulative, like, 1.8 million HP over the course of his 3 break bars? And I'm like, dude, like, it's a little ridiculous, right? So just be sure that if you're going for these and you want these little stargazer teapots, that you come prepared for a difficult fight. And remember that this one you do have to fight 2 waves of enemies before you get the Zhang Yu and Lang Ling, and their HP is also buffed as well. So just keep all that in mind, that if you want these 3 tickets, you literally just gotta redo the fight you've already done in the past. If you want the teapots, you need to build a pretty decent team and go kick their butts. Now, I'm assuming even this one right here, because it doesn't look like they actually changed the different skills and everything they got. It literally just looks like an HP buff. So it looks like, I haven't attempted this yet, but it looks like Jalter will still obliterate the buffed Qi Shi Huang one. So that looks like it's all good and fine and dandy. So it doesn't look like, you know, that one will be like too particularly hard. Jalter, as per usual, cheeses that. This one, I just remember I brought, like literally escaping me who I brought for this. I literally just did it on stream like a couple of hours ago, but I don't know, maybe it was just like that easy of a fight that I'm literally forgetting who it was. But yeah, basically that is pretty much it for all of the like Road to Lost Belt 7, you know, Lost Belt 3 campaign, right? Looking forward to the Lost Belt 4 one. Do you guys think Arjuna Alter is going to be getting a buff? Because that would be absolutely hilarious. One of the other things that we got is that we have information on a live stream coming up that is going to be here on the 29th. For those of you guys that do not want to check, that is next Wednesday. So basically, it is going to be another week of your boy waking up at the butt crack of dawn to get that information for you guys. I've seen a lot of chatter online that if you got, and I'm not going to try to spoil anything, I'm not going to show who it is because I realized that people didn't want to be spoiled on who's in Trom and everything, but there's a character in Trom that I've seen some chatter online that people think this event is going to bring, and if that is so, it is going to be a very, very cool chatty character that it looks like they're going to be bringing. If that's not him, then it looks like it's just going to be a doggo event. I don't know why we're doing a dog park event, so, you know, if anybody has, like, any information on like the lore of this, feel free to drop that in the comments. If you're like, dude, this is that one story where that one guy did that one really cool thing, then by all means drop that in the comments down below. But I'm not seeing Ushi, so it's just like official confirmation that Ushi Wakamaru is not a doggo, but Hokusai is a dog. Someone explain that to me. I get Izo, that's obvious. Bargus, well, I'm not going to spoil nothing, but is obviously, they all fit into here. Don't know why Ushi's not on here and why Hokusai is on here, but yeah, I guess with all that being said, let me know you guys' thoughts on the Lost Belt 3 campaign. It seems like it's just, I don't want to say okay, because you get a butt ton of Saint Quartz, and I like this idea of letting us re-challenge these boss fights and then doing harder versions, but obviously I kind of walked in there blind because I don't read Japanese, so I was like, let me bring a meme Lost Belt 3 team. Like, I walked into this fight with like Mordred, Spartacus, a level 1 Neza, and I kind of got flattened. We almost won because Koyenskaya, is who I brought as a friend, is just almost that good, but yeah, I like the idea of it. It seems like just a cute little campaign that they're doing. Seems kind of like a nice little thing to tide us over for next week when we get the real event and we get the real new content, which is going to be, again, next Wednesday for most of us over here in the States. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think of both of these campaigns? Are you excited for this new event? If you have any information as in like what this story could be about, because you know what this random story is, which is what I love about the Fate community, that like there's so many people that are like, oh yeah, I love this thing, dude, this thing is the most sick thing ever, you know, and like I know all about it. I'm like, great, tell me all about the story, because I love learning about the lore and everything. But with that being said, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe for daily FGO content. I already said drop a comment in the comment down below, but if you want to support the channel more than you already have, you can download LD Emulator, which is in the description down below. It allows you to play FGO at 120 FPS, which is pretty dope. I get a lot of people joining on stream being like, dang, your FGO looks really sick, and I'm like, LD Emulator, I just discovered that I could do 120 FPS like 2 weeks ago, and I'm absolutely loving it. If you want more content, this is a plug for the stream as well. Come out to the stream. I stream every weekday. I've gotten pretty used to streaming for like a couple of hours. My goal is to eventually start streaming regularly for about 4 hours. I'm kind of working my way and kind of getting a consistent like 3-hour stream in, and I'm getting more and more used to it, and it's definitely getting a lot of fun. But sometimes with my internet crashing in the middle of streams because I got to go fight the people that run my internet, it can be a little frustrating, but you know, we power through it. You know, sometimes the stream goes down for a minute and we come back. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace, late guys.